Okay, so guys, my story is that I've been connected with the clubhouse, thank God, for a long time, and I just feel like I have the blessing of one, knowing both the Jerusalem boys, and back in the day I was always with Lolu when he used to come by in Jerusalem, and he had his place there, and Nuki comes by, he's around here.
He'll be here later.
So Nuki was like the man. He used to connect all the boys to all the yeshivas in Israel. So he used to tell, I used to work a lot of the yeshivas. I was known as the Midnight Rabbi. So I was at all the different programs. And he used to come by in the middle of the night. And I see him. And we were just talking about some of the boys. Like one of them was Daniel Burrell from that time period. So Oliver Shalom. But other boys, thank God, you know, they're keeping strong, and you know, and now they're already grown up already, a lot of them, you know. And it's amazing how I saw this program from its outset, you know, all the different changes and growth. I mean, this is really cool. I really like this place, the Heichel Baal Shem Tov. It's so cool.
You like a cup of Fanta?
Yeah, Fanta, it's great. So, yeah, for me, like, coming back to London and making sure I get time to meet all the boys here, whatever year it is, whatever time it is. It's usually the Monday night thing I get the time to come, and I'm not here that much. I come here like every like few months to England, like maybe once, twice a year, 3 times, 4 times, depends what's going on. Because I grew up in Edgware, so I got family here, and my mother just turned 80, so we all got together for her. It was quite a big milestone in my family because everyone was able to be together. It's nice. Who was around, who's alive, who's healthy, and we were all able to get together. Even my mother, she's not in the best state of health, so we have her in mind to keep healthy. And but she was able to be at the party, and she was even able to dance. She has like health issues, but she was able to dance and be happy, and it was really meaningful. So all these visits always have an aspect of family, but the clubhouse is like an extended family, like Pinchas, extended family.
I always come to see you in a frat.
He's come to visit a few times now. He's really...
Send me a selfie. Can you bring the guitar in? Who's the guitar in?
Even his dad came round when Spurs won the European Cup. And that was a powerful... That was a miracle in itself, that Spurs won something, you know? In our lifetime, they won something. Yeah, not so often does that happen. So we were celebrating, and guess what? It was at a Manchester United house, a fan of Manchester United. Yeah.
He's a goon.
Well, they win a lot. Yeah. So you guys are used to winning, but Tottenham not.
No, they're not.
Yeah, let's be honest. They're probably going to win the league this year.
No, I'm not, man. City will win it.
Definitely.
You don't think you're going to win it?
I think City.
You think, really?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh no.
It's like,
Didn't we help that? We got a draw, no? Last minute.
Yeah.
God, they know that.
He's only joking.
Can't even vote. There's still an achievement either way.
So you're landing with...
what is Eddie doing here?
So, I was just saying,
He was in Chumash Bar, man.
No, I was actually, there was a request to go to Avis Israel, which is important. When I said to Alex, it's important to have Avis Israel, right? Yeah, you have to love Jews. Yeah, that's an important thing. When I saw Alex on the airport on the way here. And it's just funny I'm sitting in his place, because every time I see you guys rocking out here, you know, because you have a lot of like Verbrengens here and all this good stuff goes on over here Thursday night. And I always say I've got to come, but I'm usually not here Thursday night, because I always come more at the beginning of the week. So I haven't made it to his thing, but...
I got this coming tonight.
How was my cats?
He's really good. I live in a community in a frat now. Very special community. Eli Goldsmith. Eli, nice to meet you.
Yossi Saleh.
Nice to meet you, Yossi Saleh.
What did you say, Eli?
Eli Goldsmith, or Eliezer, or Eliel. Baruch Hashem. We're trying to do good things, so... Yeah, we're doing good things, lots of good energy.
We got a little something to learn with
Listen, the next time you say that, you will have said Tikkun HaKlali every day of the week.
So I actually did prepare.
Practice.
I did prepare some Torah. I always prepare Torah. I give 3 shirim where I live in a frat. And one of them is on Likutei Moharan, right? And the other one is on Tanya. And the other one is on Likutei Halachos. Yeah? So I do, it's called... Yeah, Rebbe Nachman, the Talmud Rebbe Nachman. And it's a chassid of Rebbe Nachman
Did
The idea is called Chizzuk from Chassidus.
Did Rebbe Nachman write any Sfarim?
He did not. His Talmud wrote them.
No, but I'm saying
There are some Ketsav Yad, yeah.
no, but Likutei
There are some
Moharan-
writings.
Likutei Moharan, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
it's the biggest
go on.
But like, I'm just watching to see if I get it right.
He's about to pounce on you.
No,
He's
throughout
gonna fist up like that.
Likutei Moharan you hear Ketsav Yad from Rebbe Nachman. So all the time there are Torahs that he himself wrote,
Yeah.
but majority is Rebbe Nachman as a Talmud.
As I understand it, it's Likutei Moharan is Rebbe Nachman's Torah written by Rebbe Nachman.
Right.
Likutei-
But there are Ketsav Yad, meaning he actually wrote some of them.
Right. And Likutei Halachos is Rebbe Nachman's Torah based on.
Yeah, but what he's done is he's taken all the Likutei Moharan, all the Likutei Halachos, Likutei Tefillos. He's taken all this expanse of Svarim that he wrote down for Rebbe Nachman, and he's put it into halacha. Yeah, I got some of these today. Someone come and gave it to me in the Sholem. What's it called?
You don't even say it.
Makolet?
What do you mean? Why are you attacking me? Like you're
I try to say this once a week, every
I
week.
try and say it once a week because, as I was trying to explain,
Yeah.
if you want to see the magical power of Bital, all you have to do is commit to saying it every day.
So we're going to look
Try and
100%.
say it once a day.
Why are you angry?
So yeah, so what
The minute I open Tikkun HaKlali, they're calling me.
so what I do is the way I work it out is Tikkun Klali for me is something very, very, very spiritual, and I need to be in a better state than just becoming robotic like davening, where it just becomes a thing I do every day. I want it to be special, so I know every Shabbos I have a bit more peace of mind. So I have a certain point during Shacharis where the rabbi speaks or whatever, and then I'd say Tikkun Klali, and I have more Yeshiva Das because I'm in a good state.
Who I started being very into,
What?
Aryeh Kaplan.
Aryeh Kaplan's amazing. He wrote the translation for Rebbe Nachman's Sipurim, his stories, and Rebbe Nachman's that sefer changed my life. Meshivas Nefesh. That was one of the Sfarim that literally changed my life. So to get down to planet Earth. So what I'm doing, I'm learning Rebbe Nachman every week in this shul, twice a week. One in Shirat David with Shlomo Katz's shul, and one in this place called the Shtibel. Similar vibe, Shtibel. And but it's got an active minyan every morning and evening. So I give the first Mincha Marav of the week, I give a shir there, and also the second Shachris of the week, I give a shir there, and third Shachris. And the idea is one, to make a situation around the prayer, so it's not just davening. There's also some learning, but it's also, I call it Chizzuk from Chassidus, because the most important thing about learning Chassidus, like you said with Tikkun HaKlali, that it should give you Chizzuk. It shouldn't become something like heavy. Shouldn't be like have to do it. Like Judaism's become for a lot of people like an obligation, but not in a happy way, where they feel like they have to do it, or the community's pressuring them, they have to do it. You have to go to school, you have to daven, you have to learn, you have to this, you have to that. Whereas it should be something that should give chizzuk, should give you a lot of encouragement, a lot of love, a lot of good vibes, a lot of good energy, like Pinker's giving off over here, a lot of good vibes, and that energy should give you strength. Because the derech of Chassidus is that actually, for our generation, is rak chazak v'amatz. It's just to give us encouragement. And I know myself, I've got these voices in my head. I'm sure everyone does. Even Ari, as amazing as he is in the clubhouse and everything he's done, he's even a CBE, is that right? MBE, even better. He's an MBE, so he has this status. So he can think, wow, I've accomplished, and he has. But he also has a voice in his head driving him nuts like we all do. It's a nudnik, and saying, it talks to us and it tells us things that maybe we're not good, but we're not worthy of whatever level we've accomplished, or we're not worthy of building ahead, or we're not worthy of growing in this thing and that thing. We've all got these Yetzer Haras that are pulling us back, and we have to give ourselves chizzuk day after day as much as we can. So for me, learning Chassidus a few times a week is what does it, what I need. And it's not just me saying this. I have a Rebbe in Yerushalayim, the Tolna Rebbe, and he told me, you have to learn. He calls me Rebbe Blazer. You have to learn Chassidus once a week. It's the key to Simcha. It's the key to joy. It's the key to get that voice to quiet down a little bit and bring in some light of Hashem into your heart, into your mind, into your life. And we all need light. Yeah, especially right now, we're before Purim. Mishin Ignas Adam Bsimcha. Why does it come down? The most happy hug from the whole year, and the most wild hug, and there's so much energy going on, and it's also the most darkest time because it's the end of the year of Chodoshim right now in Chodesh Adar. Gedale was amazing. He's an example, because someone came to me today and spoke to me, and they said, we love Gedale, but we don't understand. Like he's so Miami, you know. Gedale Fenster. He's so he's so Miami. He's like, we got to bring him to London at some point.
We can sing the song. We should lift Adar, you know?
We should sing it. So he's so Miami, but at the same time, he's he's so mechazik. He gives over Rebbe Nachman with such a light, such a chizzuk. I was going to bring his book, but I left it in my wife's bag. But it doesn't matter. He gives over such a light. But at the same time, he's a businessman, and he has a rehab, he has a detox. He's in the whole recovery world. You'd really connect him on this point, because this is his thing. That's what he's busy with all day.
I met him in Uman.
And he has a hotel where the guys go to. It's an amazing program. I've been there. It's in Miami. Yeah, he's a big person in Uman. He has a lot of people coming to his shir. He's a very big guy. I brought him to. We had him come to Israel, and he stayed 4 shirim. Hundreds of people, sold out, packed shirim. It was amazing. But Gedale Fenster, and I want to bring him to London. But London, you know, they don't know the Miami vibe as much. So one guy from England was like, but he's dressed so nicely, and he's got some. Lolo. We was just giving a shout out before, yeah, because Lolo was my Yerushalayim. He was my Yerushalayim base for the clubhouse for many years. I used to come there often and had such good times there. And you know what I forgot to tell you? I was here. Yaakov Tats. I forgot to tell him. Because he's doing his podcast now as well.
There's a little share on Monday night.
Yeah, he's good. I spoke to him. When last time I came, we connected.
It's going to arrive whether you track it or not, I promise you.
I'll tell him by the car. I'm with you boys.
It's not going to arrive, it's also not going to arrive whether you track it or not.
Let's go.
I know about it.
It's supposed to be anxiety reducing. It's anxiety inducing.
In the car, this is for Yaakov Tats.
Why am I in it?
Oh, I didn't mean you to be in it. Doesn't matter. You charge? Okay, good. There you go. So, that's better. So we're in a place where basically without people like Lolu, without people like Ari, I wouldn't have a base to come to every time I come to London, because I have my family, physical family, but you're my soul brothers.
These soul brothers.
Soul brothers. We're soul brothers.
You're soul brother.
And it's been years and years. And we have to realize it's much more than we give credit to it, because Aravim Zel is there. We're all here for each other. And really, we should really collab much more. We should help each other much more than we do. I know I should. I'm sorry if I haven't. Like, really, your organisation is life-saving. It's saving my life to know I have a place in London I can go to. I really want to connect to the Hillel over there. I'm here till Wednesday morning.
You're around you see our centre. You've never been
I've never been to your centre, no. Well, how long? Oh, no, I did. The old one, yeah. The one where I've been there, yeah, years ago. I did a thing in the main area with all the video games things and stuff. Yeah, I've come a few times. My brother came one time, watched me speak there. Yeah, it's the same place, yeah? By the way, the gym there. The gym's...
We've renovated it.
Oh, wow, I have to see it all done up.
Music studio.
I remember when you guys got robbed and they stole all the equipment there.
They stole it all.
But you got it, you sorted it out, no? Insurance a little bit?
Yeah.
Good.
It was all good. Baruch Hashem.
See things that happen. You see the larger picture, how Hashem has a plan. At the time, it was rough, I'm sure, but
These things are headaches more than
right. But Hashem, and you know why? Because it's a good thing what you're doing, so the headaches can be a little bit more.
make way for better stuff.
Oh, so that's what Gedale, the main thing he spoke about is the struggle is actually your key to success. The struggles you go through are the keys. Like, he sees these recovery people and he's like, this is what it's all about. Yeah, building more vessels, right? You need to,
That comes from Rebbe Nachman.
yeah, building vessels, Kalim. It's not just Rebbe Nachman, it's also Kabbalah, it's Panemius. It's based on the... No, I didn't make up, it's from the Kabbalah.
Biggest success
Need
came
to
from
check
his
all the vegetables and wash them.
823 misses when he could have won a game.
Right, 100%.
He had that many wives.
Mrs. Good joke. That was worth coming.
Tony Robbins' whole
The new... The new movie?
No, he did a whole.
Oh, you were on that thing? The lot on is when he has like hundreds of thousands of people on the screens and
And now
stuff?
I booked him. It cost me a few quid, but I booked him in for another like whole week or something.
He's big, so he was a big part of my like getting more motivated to get myself more healthy and balanced. Because you know I came religious, I came from a very secular family. I was just with them now. Yeah, you can be open. I'm an open book. Yeah.
Secular
Yeah.
and very secular.
Very secular means like my brother just recently was having a whole go about eating kosher food. He has to buy kosher food for us if we come around, like meaning they're almost like anti, you know, like they it's like a argument.
Secular, you're defining secular as like.
Yeah, that Pinchas. What's the difference between secular and very secular?
Very secular is anti.
Secular is
So
you call my grandparents very secular.
secular means they just like originally when I grew up, my family were more like parv, you
The
know.
Holy Jews.
But because
Never met them.
the world, as before we get to Mashiach, everything's getting more clarified. So it's getting more and more clear, and you have to choose. You have to choose what side you're on. Just like there's anti-Semitism, or what they call I call it anti-soulism. There's people against the soul.
It's called nice.
Yeah. So, but you have like back in the day, you had the right wing, and we were like, cheering on people like Candace and Tucker. Yeah, they're fighting wokeism and all these right-wing people. And suddenly we realize, as the clarification gets more and more, suddenly we realize that unfortunately they're on the same side as our enemies, and they're even on the right. There's all these bad dudes, and so it's getting more and more clarified what's going. So in our own people, unfortunately, there's people who are choosing to go against our own people. I mean, it's always been like that the last 300 years, but it's that my family were not so against. I'm not saying my parents are. But you can feel it's from the brainwashing from too much media, where they're actually anti-Israel. They're definitely anti-Bibi, definitely against Bibi.
I don't
They blame everything on Bibi.
I'm anti-Bibi.
My son had the merit to meet Bibi. My son got to meet Bibi, and he gave him a bracha. First he said to him, he asked, my third son, he gave Bibi. First Bibi asked him, what's your program? He asked my third son, he said, what's your mechina? I'm not getting into the army story because we said we wouldn't go there, but this is a positive story about my son. My son is in the mechina. Mechina means they're preparing for the army, but it's a beautiful mechina because my other son went through what's called more of a boot camp. It's called Havad Hashomer, where they really kick them into shape, a boot camp. And that was 6 months. He did amazing. He came out, one of the few boys who went to become a Kravi. He was Mitzian. He did amazing, but it was a rough way to get into the army. My third son has gone to Mechina. My second son's just in learning full time, and working learning, but he's not going to the army. My third son, he's in the army of Hashem, as someone said to me. But no, he's good. He works also. He works hard. He's good.
I don't think people in learning are parasite.
Good. He's not a parasite. Good. I was getting worried there, Lolo. So now my third son, he thank God chose to be in this mechina. He could have gone to a cyber unit, but he chose to do this mechina where they have amunah. They have simcha. They learn about how to go into the army and be mashpia, light. Not just, and that's what he told Bibi. He said, our mechina, because he was a representative from his whole mechina to talk about what his program represents. And no, that's not what it is. He said, our program is about going into the army and bringing light, amunah, joy, carrying on the Messiah of...
They like mashpias in the army.
Yeah. And he said it to Bibi, and he said to Bibi, Bibi was like, wow, that's different. Because everyone else telling other things, we have a cyber unit, we have this, we have that. He said, and my son chose to be part, he said, because it's mission-based. And the point is, it's called Yad Avamuna, because it's about having your hands in the air, like Rebbe Nachman talks about in Likutei Moharan. Having your hands in the air is how Moshe Rabbeinu defeated Amalek. The more they were in the air, Parshas B'Shalach, the more they're in the air, the more they were able, Yad Avamuna, the more we're able to overcome our enemies, overcome Amalek, overcome those who were taking away, bringing doubt into our path. So Yad Avamuna, one of the people who founded it, the main person, he was someone who grew up also totally very secular, and I mean very secular, like anti-religious, the Jewish situation in Israel. I wanted it to make it into a not Jewish state, etc., etc. And this guy ended up doing amazing tshuva, and a bunch of other people came through that, and he also made a lot of shalom with a lot of secular Jews because he was friends with them all growing up, and he stayed friends with them all. He was able to bridge a lot of gaps. And that's what this Mechina also teaches you, how to bring unity, how to bridge the gaps in the Israeli society. And so he's telling Bibi, and then Bibi started walking off, because he's got a busy guy, as we all know. And he took his arm, he said, Bibi, he didn't say Bibi, he said, Mr. Netanyahu, I need to get PM, Mr. Prime Minister, I need to give you a bracha. And this is my son, he took Bibi's hand, and there's all the people, everyone around, and he took his hand, and he said, you should be zocher to go in the ways of David HaMelech. And you should live his Torah, live his life, and bring that light to Am Yisrael. That's what the bracha gave, and Bibi was just like whoa, because it wasn't just the words he said, it was the confidence. He's a young man. How old is he then? He was 17 then, because he just turned 18. Yeah, but to take someone who's a young boy, usually people get intimidated by these, big, powerful prime minister kind of people. My son was giving him a bracha, must be on him, and that's exactly the point of the Mechina. They should go to the Mechina. He's going to go to Netzach Yehuda, and he's going to give it some Chizzuk. Unfortunately, one of my son's best friends who was in Netzach Yehuda, and he was killed. So, we could say, why would we want our son to go to unit when one of my son's best friends was killed? But that's the whole point. Adar, you go where it needs the Chizzuk the most, and that's where he's going. He could have gone to a higher level unit for ambition, but because he's got very good, he got like 100% almost on Bagrut on everything, and he's a genius kid. He could have done the highest level stuff. He's choosing to go to not as high level unit for the sake of helping souls and doing a mission and not just being for himself. And that's in himself, that will give him way much more hatzlacha than if he would just be this ambition young man. So he'll be mashpi. He's a very special neshama. Anyway, so we'll dedicate this also to my oldest son's best friend who was killed in the war, Meir Shimon ben Gavriel ben Avigal. He was very close with us, and he used to be in our home all the time. So it was very sad when he was
You spoke about him last time.
Yeah, I think I did. And it's still on our hearts. My son actually went around, he had stickers of him and wanted to put it all around Camden today, but he was a bit nervous,
He could have, don't worry.
He was nervous today. He ended up
in uniform or not?
he ended up putting a bunch of Nanach stickers around. That went better. I'm telling you though, there's such a new light in Am Yisrael right now, especially amongst the young guys like yourself, where they're like seeing a new perspective. The people that have struggled and gone through crazy corona and the war and everything we've gone through the last 5-6 years, crazy on everyone, and yet people have come out stronger. We're more resilient, we're more focused, we're more developed. Yeah, the recovery world is unbelievable what it's doing for people. Like, as I said, Gedale Fenster, he's not a rabbi, and he's mashpia more than many people, many big rabbis. He goes to Uman, he gets hundreds of Chassidim come to hear him speak, like the Baal Shem Tov, and he's got no beard. He looks like proper Miami Spitz. Like you'd think he's some Hollywood guy.
Look like he is.
Yeah, he is. You're right. He really is. I was actually. He is. I just, I want to be careful to speak positive, not insinuate anything. But so one of the guys in England was like, yeah, but it doesn't really work with the English Jewry because, because we're very conservative, and he looks a bit too cool, like too much, Miami style, like. And I was saying, but that's the point. And you know what? It's good for the Jewish people to have an open mind a little bit more, and to realize that there's different communities, different cultures, and we can all actually learn from each other rather than just only be one way. And that's something that living in Israel has helped me a lot, because I meet all kinds of people. I mean, I personally grew up in public school in London, so I was with all kinds of people. That helped me from the beginning already be very open-minded, because I grew up with every kind of non-Jew, and I went to Edgeware Junior. We used to get seminars to not say that word. Yeah, that was our school. My education was the opposite of that. What?
It's really worked because you haven't said the word. So
I wouldn't say it. Yeah, I wouldn't say it. No.
Were they delivered by Millwall Football Club?
A Millwall Football Club was a pretty racist club back in my time.
Yeah.
Very,
I like Millwall Football
real
Club.
tough. Is that? Oh, there we go. So anyway, I thought we're Spurs fans, no?
Yeah, but I like their political.
Oh, here's,
Yeah, I bet you do.
here's your drink. The only thing I remember about them was Vinnie Jones. 'Cause he's a good actor nowadays.
What, Millwall?
He was a Millwall football player. Yeah.
Wimbledon.
He was. Oh, maybe you're right.
He was Wimbledon
Was Wimbledon?
Football Club.
It wasn't
He's the one who
Millwall?
grabbed the guy by the...
I thought it was Millwall because they were all tough guys over there. He's nuts.
Vinnie Jones was a Wimbledon.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
1994 sticker out there, trust me.
Can we Google that?
No, you know you're...
I have a feeling it was by Millwall just
Got ball knowledge.
because he was a tough guy. I Wimbledon. But they're not even a team anymore, are they? We don't hear about
Wimbledon
them.
FC they're called now.
They're anything? They're around?
League One.
League One. He'll know. He probably will.
Playoffs.
Anyway, so let's learn a little bit of Rebbe Nachman. So what this Chodesh, everything. I just want to tell you something. When you take on a Seder, and listen, I've been doing this now for almost 2 years in this community in a frat. Remember, they're not like the biggest Breslovers. It's more Dati, Mizrahi, whatever, modern, American kind of guys.
You don't in the village.
Yeah, I have my shram. And
There's got
Bokshem.
to be a few more than you though.
No.
I'm probably only Strum, I think. I mean, people visit.
Yeah, no, but live in it.
Strules.
A little bit.
In the village.
So, yeah, I'm one of the only Strummers, but the point is, it's not about the Strummer, it's about...
I'm the only strong on the village in the Welsh accent.
I don't know how to speak Welsh, that's a hard language. But I'm a big fan of this YouTuber called Simon Wilson. I tell you why I like him. Why do I like Simon Wilson? Yeah, you'd like him. Simon, you know why I like Simon Wilson? Because he's just so much averse human. I know that's such a concept. But he just loves people. He's so nice. Nicest
Just to
bloke.
love anyone. It doesn't have to be a Jew. You can love the guy on the street.
No, but he has such a ava towards everyone. He's not a Jew, this guy. He's a Welsh guy. This guy called Simon Wilson, a YouTuber. Simon Wilson. Yeah, I'm really positive YouTuber. Go anywhere and he'll be friends with everyone. You can go to the most Arabic is fundamentalist country and be mates with everyone, and he'll go to the most Indian, to most Chinese, he'll go anywhere and he makes friends with everyone. And that's something everyone can learn from, because why is all this obstacles to communication? You just have to learn how to talk. Yeah, and he's Mekayim as a non-Jew, and he's living that. So he's living that, and so I learned from him that Nakuda, and I actually watch him. I watch him quite religiously. I watch him quite religiously with my wife. It's our chill time, and there's never any like preachers or anything. He's just very like he's not that kind of guy. He's not into like anything dirty. He's just a normal guy who goes around. Yeah, he's a good non-Jewish guy. I like him.
Yeah, he goes
Anyway.
he goes to some.
No, he's not. Definitely so not Jewish the way he eats, and he's got his non-Jewish elements.
The bigger the guy you come across, they usually
Maybe, but he's just really nice. Anyway, so one of the he talks about going to places, just being friends with people, being kind to people. He always buys people stuff. He'll see a homeless guy, buy him food. He always gives food away to people on all his trips and drinks, buys people drinks. He's always really kind to everyone, and he's always giving away free merch and free this, free that. He's just a really nice guy. But anyway, come back to Chodesh Adar and Rebbe Nachman. That a frat is the kind of place where when you give over Chassidus, they love it, because their souls are big souls, but they're in a community which is not like Haredi, not like with that whole story going on. So it gives them room to absorb the Panemius without getting into the Chasonius. Do you understand? So they're learning about Judaism in a very pure way, just for the sake of connecting to Hashem, and not because they're part of some club or community that's going to give them a shidduch or whatever. They're learning it because it's real. They really want to connect to Hashem. They're real people. And I really appreciate being in that community. So we learned Chassidus, and Rebbe Nachman I've been learning now for almost 2 years, this from the beginning of Likutei Moharan. And like every time you choose to take on a Seder, that's been my experience. I do Daf Yomi, is right now Hilchos Tefillin, Hilchos, like everything that's been coming up is connecting to that sugya right now. And then with the Rebbe Nachman, I've been learning Likutei Moharan, and it's exactly what I need to know. So right now it's Purim coming up and Chodesh Adar. So Rebbe Nachman says that you have a power to mumtik the dinim, to sweeten the judgments. Now it's important to know about this concept, because we all need to sweeten judgments. Yeah, because everyone has a little bit of heaviness and heavy energy going on in life. It can happen through all different ways. The Yetzer Hara has a way of creating dramas, yeah? And the dramas, like we were talking about before, with the headaches that go on when things get stolen, God forbid, or you have to deal with government, bureaucracy, or whatever it is. There's all these judgments and the wars that go on and the crazy stuff going on with drug addiction and everything else, all the other addictions. There's a lot of judgments. But but you can sweeten them. How? So Rebbe Nachman teaches you how to sweeten it. One of the ways, he says, is through Nagillim, through singing, right? We just did now, and please God, we will do again. And especially in the Heichel Baal Shem Tov, to sing a lot. Singing is very important, but to do it with joy, and that gets rid of a lot of the judgment. He says like this, he gives a moshel, Rebbe Nachman, and he says this idea of having the rainbow, a keshet. The rainbow represents the Shekhinah that's shining. And this concept of the Shekhinah shining is like the queen that's married to the Jewish people, or the Jewish people married to Hashem. It's like a queen that shines, and by shining it takes away the anger from the king, so he has mercy on his son. So that's a very deep concept, but basically the rainbow is like a shining energy. Like we know,
those rainbows today.
Yeah, there's a lot of rainbows, because it reminds us, one, the covenant that Hashem made with the Jewish people, the bris he made with Noach, and he promised he'd never make another mabul, no matter how crazy the world gets. And we are in a crazy, crazy generation. Yeah. So no matter how crazy it gets, he sweetens all those judgments through the shining of the rainbow, these lights, these different colours. And so this is how he's talking over here, Rebbe Nachman. And he said it's connected, the three main colours, the primary colours, connected to Avram Yitzchak Yaakov. So whenever you bring up Avram Yitzchak Yaakov, you pray Shemona Esrei, you just pray. Say, I'm going to daven tonight. And I'm going to say Yalla V'Yova. I'm going to talk to Hashem. When you say Avram Yitzchak Yaakov, that gets rid of the judgments, because they're all about kindness and service and mercy and emes, truth, and they bring down a tremendous positive energy. We're connecting ourselves to our Messiah, we're connecting ourselves to our inner emes, our inner truth, because Avram Yitzchak Yaakov is within each one of us. We'll have a connection to them. So all of us are connected into that world. So it's up to us to really understand that by singing and davening with energy, with warmth, that connects us into Avram Yitzchak Yaakov. Yeah, please do. We're all open. It's fine. It's fine. It's all connected. Everything's connected. Go on.
Rebbe Nachman talks about the concept of Bital.
Yes.
Are you familiar with it?
Yes.
You've been learning it for a while, right?
I've been learning Rebbe Nachman since 1998, probably 99.
Oh, so you've learned a bit.
Yeah, this is just one Seder I started 2 years ago. But I've been learning Rebbe Nachman's Torahs. I've gone through loads. I've never done it in order. Now I'm doing it in order.
Right. So Rebbe Nachman talks about the concept. I'm just asking about it.
Bital. No, Bital means nullification in an English translation. Yeah.
Because I just had a crisis in my life, right?
Yeah.
And I'm struggling with it, and I can't.
Sure.
I don't know.
What helps generally, I think you'll probably know, is to be able to go, look.
Yad Avamuna. We just talked about it. The hands in the air.
It's like, look, there's nothing I can do, right?
Yes.
I am Mavato, nullifying is not a great word because people don't use it in common.
Surrender. Surrender's a better word. Surrendering is the best word. Gedale Fenster, that's his book, No Surrender.
I don't know Gedale Fenster, but
That's his book, No Surrender.
Surrender.
you are leading me very close to asking a question you don't want me to ask, but fine.
Surrender is his name of his book, not No Surrender. It's surrender, really is surrendering.
Yeah. You don't?
Every Nissim Black story usually begins with a chicken nugget, if you remember his story. Yeah.
Right.
Would you like some chips or some schnitzel?
Oh, I'm good, I'm here for you guys, not for food. I ate so much just now before, and
I think
sadly.
Lookie's running late, so we just keep on going. Yes, it's supposed to be at 9.
Amazing.
Music studio.
That's great. Keep up the music, guys. That's the key. That's what we're learning now, Rebbe Nachman. It gets rid of the judgments. Singing, joy, music. Music is what I'm all about. Unity bookings. That's all I'm busy with. My business is unity bookings, about making bridges, unifying people. So I'll tell you something about Bital, surrendering.
Even Litvaks, okay?
Yeah.
What do we do with
Yeah. Leave him. I love Litvaks. Listen, I went to a Litvak yeshiva. I went to a Litvak yeshiva.
Back out there.
Why?
Yes, look at you Litvak.
You're a Litvak. Look at you. You're white, you're blonde, blue-eyed. You're from Bnei.
That's racist.
From Bnei.
Oh my gosh.
From Watford and Fenster.
Racist. The big R word. Racist. Ben Shafir always says. Yeah. Racist. So anyway, so he's asked me a good question. Let's answer it. Bital is surrender. So the key to any recovery place is the idea there's a higher power, that I can't do this without the higher power. I need this higher power. I'm having to let go of control. I'm not in control, and I need to let go. That is in itself a huge part of, we mentioned Avram Yitzchak Yaakov, it says in the Tanya, because I also do a Tanya shir, it's the idea of Makova. Makova means you're complete, it's buttless. You want an example of Bital is a chariot or a car, like self-driving car. It has no control of itself. It's being controlled by the GPS or the driver. In this case, Hashem Yisbarach is controlling us and controlling our lives, but in a healthy way, not in a dominion, like heavyweight. In a way, with love, he's the one bringing us our pekalach, bringing us our opportunity to grow and get closer to him. So the Indian of Bital, Avram and Yitzchak and Yaakov, they were all the ultimate examples of nullifying, because they became actual divine supernal emanations. Like Avram became the ultimate kindness, Yitzchak became the ultimate strength, Yaakov became the ultimate truth. They were all Bital on the highest level. So we have it in our ability to do this, and it brings us to higher and higher levels. And in terms of when you're in a crisis or in struggle, so when you nullify, when you surrender, now things start to go. And one of the ways you do it is through tefillah, like we're talking about here, to have warm tefillahs, to let go a little bit and say to Hashem, I need you. I need you. Right now, I need you to help the clubhouse have tremendous shefa so it can do all the good things it wants to do without any stress. And please God, I need myself to have tremendous shefa so I can do all my projects that I want to do to help Am Yisrael as much as I can without stress. That we should have shefa, we should have abundance. I'm asking Hashem because I'm not in control of this shefa, this abundance. I'm trying to share as much as I can with my family, with my friends, and my community, and please God in a larger way. But you, Hashem, are the ones you have the shefa, Hashem. So please, I'm nullifying myself to you. I need you to share this shefa with my life and bring more abundance into my life. I want the abundance, and I will be giving with it. I will not take it and keep it to myself. I want it to go outwards. I want it to go like the tefillin. The Chassidim, they do the tefillin outwards. Learning about tefillin right now. Yeah, it's go outwards. It's outwards, not inwards.
Do you do your tefillin outwards, Pinchas?
Oh, he's going to call the lit back.
You do it in those?
Lit back.
Proper lit back.
Here we go.
I do it outwards.
Outwards.
No, the other way.
No. Sharing, giving.
You do it this way?
I don't even know by now.
You do the same as me, you go like this.
Here we go.
Lit back, innit?
I wear a Gedale, which is on the outside, so it's fine.
No, you have to do it.
I love you all. All men hug him are good. I'm just saying as an
On the
example.
outside, it shows you Apostles Say the Torah or whatever.
Oh, there we go.
Isn't Apostle Savior that we are all...
You know what? I'm a broken Lucas. It's good. The broken Lucas is good. I've got Shvira Salev. You have a broken heart. You have a broken heart, mate. You know how precious it is, a broken heart. I have a broken heart. I tell you, I first started working for my father, but I was trying to go to the JLE because I was trying to do tshuva. And I was working for my father in his warehouse, and we had this Rasta man there. Yeah, is that right? A real Rasta, and he had all these Bollywood people there. They were literally Bollywood obsessed workers there, and it was like the opposite of the JLE. It was like I'd go from the JLE to this is where I first started, JLE, and to this warehouse, and I was in between these two worlds. And I was going crazy. So this guy came up to me in the street, this old Yid. It was one of my Eliyahu Novi moments. He came up to me, looked at me in the eyes, right outside the jelly on Golders Green High Street. And he said to me, he looked in my eyes, he said, you have a broken heart. And you know what? That's a blessing. And it's going to be a blessing for you, your broken heart. And I never forgot those words. And it actually helped me more than someone saying, I don't know, you're amazing, or giving compliments. That was actually the biggest compliment. To have a broken heart means he saw.
You can't have it every way.
He saw.
Sorry.
Do you have a broken heart?
Yes.
So good. This is good.
It's not talking about you having to every.
This dude.
He's talking to him. You can't have it. You can't have it what?
You can't have it every way. Okay. This is driving me up the wall. It's very little winds me up. You can't have it every way. You can't keep preaching at everyone that they're dreadful lit right, and then you follow Rebbe Nachman, and then also not follow Rebbe Nachman.
Yeah, no, it takes time, but it's a process.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you.
He's having fun.
No one wants
Can I
to
hit back? Can I hit back?
Please.
Do you have to practice what you preach?
No.
Yeah. So the fact is, if he knows the true light is Rebbe Nachman,
it's a process.
but he is not holding there yet, but he knows it's the truth.
I'm not holding it. I don't think anyone is.
What's wrong with him?
Rebbe Nachman's like the highest of the high.
Let him answer.
You know what? The ultimate. You asked me about Bital. Do you have? Are you?
I want to hear what you have.
No, we don't want to go. We're gonna change the flow. We're gonna change the flow. I just want to.
He's holding. Let him answer.
Go on, then. Go on.
Well, I believe it's the ultimate truth, but I'm not holding there yet. I'm holding there what I can do.
Very good.
Okay, so then my only question to you is,
Yeah.
to both of you,
No, but I haven't got. I'm not involved in that conversation. But I just want to tell you something.
No,
because I'm coming back to your Bital question. It's more important. That was your real concern. This is just side banter. Seriously.
No, I'm not bantering. I'm 100%.
Go on then. Let's hear.
Pinchas, you hold it's the ultimate truth. Yeah. And you have seen the light, right? And you want to spread that light as much as you can to other people by telling them that Rebbe Nachman is a true way to Geula and to Yeshua and to salvation and all the rest of it. Yeah? Right? And you say you're not there yet, which none of us are there yet. We all are on our journey.
Right.
What do you see as the first step of the journey?
I go make prayer every
you're heading
day.
towards?
I do what to do every day. I learn Kabbalah and Rebbe Nachman. Mr. Kabbalah, you call me already by now. So, I was learning Zohar for half an hour.
And I'll call you Rabbi Kabbalah.
I was learning Zohar for half an hour on Friday night.
That's beautiful.
And then I went outside to smoke a cigarette.
It's also beautiful in your
Well,
way.
listen, in the time that you learn the Zohar, were you
A cigarette after half an hour Zohar was like a Reach Nechach Lashem.
Can I tell everyone what you did? What you didn't do?
Tell what I did.
You know how many guests I had on Shabbos would come and say, Rabbi, I need to go for a cigarette break in the middle of the Suda. I'd be like,
Right now.
Yeah.
Bsimcha, just don't do it in front of the kids. There's a place right there. You got no problem. Go have fun.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's not doable. When I was smoking, I couldn't hold on for 2 hours. Okay. I think that's amazing.
Amazing.
I think that the first step is to actually go, I am brilliant. That is unbelievable. People can't do that. You know that.
Yeah. It's amazing. Pinchas is doing great. Kala Kavod, you guys are great. But I just want to answer you something. The Rebbe Nachman,
Really, you should stand
back in the day, if you would say to someone, I'm a Breslover, that was Bital. Because it was an insult to be a Breslover for most people. Like
That's what happens.
nowadays it's not so much like that. Maybe in England it could still be, but in Israel it's not. It's actually a trending. It's cool to be Breslov now. Like all the pop stars are into Breslov, like it's a cool thing, yeah?
Some black people.
Yeah, all the cool kind of neshamas are into Breslov, but I didn't get into it when it was cool. I got into it when the yeshivas were angry at me for learning Rebbe Nachman, and I used to get in trouble. I was in the 90s. There was still a snagdus to me connected to Rebbe Nachman, so I wasn't winning popularity back then. And I was in yeshiva, and I was shidduch, and people told me if you get into Rebbe Nachman, you're not gonna get your shidduch, and all that kind of stuff. And I once told, it's funny, I'll tell this story, I hope Rabbi Hill doesn't mind. I learned in the Gedale, Rabbi Hill was my rabbi. He's now the rabbi in JTLV, if you know where that is. And we just did an event with Gedale Fenster, and he wants to bring Rav Rosh, hence Rabbi Hill is now very into Breslov.
Avi Hill.
Yeah, Rav Avi Hill, yeah. So he was my rabbi, first Rabbi Gemara Rebbe. So here I got to do, in Gedale. So I got to do, after that was Rabbi Stepsky, and I'm still connected with him. And Rabbi Tugendhaft became a friend because of the family we were with, and I was still very connected with Rabbi Tugendhaft Stepsky. And also in those days there was Rabbi Tatz in the Gedale giving classes, he probably still is. And Yaakov Tatz was a baby or whatever. Anyway, so maybe he wasn't even born at that time because it was the late 90s. So anyway, what was I saying? I'm trying to remember now. Rebbe Nachman. So if I would say to someone I was into Rebbe Nachman, that was Bital. Or if I would say I was into Chabad in a Litvich yeshiva, it was Bital. I used to learn Rav Kook in Oil Sameach. They were not into it. So Rabbi Avi Hill was one of my rabbis. He told me 3 things. He said, make sure you sleep enough when you go to Israel. Make sure you don't learn Chassidus or do it publicly or make a deal out of it. And said something else about eating healthy or something.
Any laws or any rules.
So I know, it was about eating or something. So I said to him, I didn't listen to you on anything. Because I went to yeshiva very skinny, came back a bit heavy. And I never slept, I was a midnight rabbi. Yeah, so I didn't sleep for years. And Chassidus was, from the minute I got there, I was into it. But the point of what is important for you guys, and important for me to share, is the Chizzuk from Chassidus. This is why I share in a frat. You have to get into the Chizzuk of it. Don't learn Rebbe Nachman in a way that makes you crazy. Like all the things about Shmur Sabris and Shmur Sanayim and all the levels and levels and levels of high stuff. Learn it in a way.
That's what I was learning the other day, and I got a bit nuts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Learn it in a way that slowly helps you become a happier, healthier person. And there is a way to learn all of Torah that way, because it's Darchei Noam. It's the Rebbe Nachman was the great grandson of the Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov said one of the pillars of Chassidus is Darchei Noam. It has to come in a pleasant way. It has to be pleasant. It has to be pleasant to yourself, to your family, to your friends. It's not meant to become this fire that burns everyone around and creates craziness and like what happened in Bnei Brak. That's nothing to do with it. It's meant to be a light,
that's not
joy,
Breslov.
Simcha. Yeah.
I did.
Good. So it's light and joy.
Of course.
That's the opposite. Light and joy. Like my son said to Bibi, Amuna, happiness. This is what's meant to bring you. And that's what Am Yisrael need more than ever right now. We need a lot of chizzuk, a lot of encouragement, a lot of unity. You know, one of the things Gedale said, stop spending all your money with this fight against anti-Semitism. Enough. Do it to give higher consciousness. Spend it on increasing the consciousness of the Jewish people. Because we're people that are meant to bring light to the world. Not anti-Semitism. Is that winning us any friends? This whole discussion. So all it's doing is making more and more.
United Synagogue.
Just not more consciousness, elevated consciousness, enjoying life in a happy way, doing exercise, shining out our wisdom and our ability to bring so much healing to the world. There's so much healing in our people that we have if we just stop beating each other up about all this small-mindedness stuff. We have so much ability to share light, and that's the difference. If we switch it from anti-Semitism to anti-Soulism, now we know that our real mission is to bring soulfulness to Jewish people and to the world. That's our mission. I have a book about that. I'm going to share it one day.
You wrote it?
Yeah, I've written it. I put it. It's online in extracts, in small parts on a Substack. I already have it all together as well, and I have it as an AI version as well. It's called United Souls.
I don't subscribe to much on there.
Yeah, no, so it's all about soulfulness. And Amit Sega? Yeah, of course.
I met him as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of amazing pundits nowadays.
I told him I'm from Manchester. I said to him, Manchester,
I went to the salon. It's called Salon in Tel Aviv, and Ben Shapiro spoke there, and he was one of the guests there. It's very good.
I ran him in a second.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he was amazing because he never says, they're all evil, they're all not about the left, not about the right.
He knows how to speak. I listened to a podcast called something called Dan.
Call me back.
Yeah, very good, very good, and he's on there all the time.
He always
very impressive. But anyway, back to the Rebbe Nachman's Torah. Sorry, I have to get back to Rebbe Nachman. We have to learn a little bit from this sefer. We did.
What's the basic principle?
Okay, so what I would say is, on a practical level, Bital would mean that you have to let go to a higher force, a higher power. This is the recovery 101. Yeah, the first step in of the 12 steps, and the idea of there's a concept called the 7 habits, is being proactive, that you're not reactive, you're proactive. These are all similar kinds of threads of Bital. That you are not running this world, you're not running your life. You are here to be a kli, a vessel, as Gedale or Rebbe Nachman would say, to be a vessel for Hashem's light, Hashem's energy, Hashem's message, for yourself as well. It brings you fulfillment. You know, Stephen Covey, another non-Jew, he wrote. No, I'll tell you one thing.
I don't know.
One thing he says.
I don't like Stephen Covey.
I'll tell you one. Forget about anything else that you don't like. But this one line is emes, amito. He said the key to happiness is self-restraint. To be able to control yourself, to have that self-esteem, that's the most highest form of happiness, because now you know this is the one thing you do have control, not of life, but of yourself. That you can do. You have control of yourself. And he said that, and he wrote a whole chapter on it. It's a powerful concept, but you know, the idea of self-control is something which can give you a lot of sipuk, because you can't control people around you. You can't. You can try bring good energy and elevate the environment around you. Bring a good sphere of be a good influence in your energy in your sphere of influence in your group and setting. You bring a good vibe, but to actually be able to control.
Quite an interesting statement.
Yeah.
David HaMelech says something else.
Go on then.
He says, "Yismach lev mevakshei Hashem."
Oh, somebody seeks out Hashem. The truth is, if you would seek out Hashem, then you already will have self-control. It will come together. It's like a joint package.
It's a journey.
Yeah, it is.
The journey of a mevakshei Hashem is the Yismach lev.
Yeah, you do. You have to have a happy heart, and that's the derech of Rebbe Nachman. He's here talking about having a joyous heart. How do you get it? Through tefillah and song. Song. Singing your tefillah. It shouldn't just be mumbled along. You have to sing.
When the Nevi'im, when they would have Nevi'im, so they have
it was the nagin. It was all about nigun, singing. You know, Alex Clare, Nissim Black, all these people I work with, he's the one who does the brengen here, yeah? All these people who sing. they all bringing. Why are these souls become so influential in our generation? Because they have the koach and nagina, they have the strength of nigunim, song.
Get your guitar out.
Yeah, we should.
There's one next door. Higher and
higher, higher, higher and higher, higher, higher. You know, in our community we have Rav Shlomo Katz, but he brings all the time Yehuda Solomon. When he comes and sings that nigun for L'chad Dodi, it's out of this world, because he's like from the Moshav. He was like
nigun for the Chadodi.
yeah, or Anabakoyach. And they're sang at different times, but it's so powerful, and you feel he's like feeling it in the deepest way, because he was by Shlomo Kalibach, who felt it and brought it down. The idea of just this deeper connection.
The whole thing about the crying out.
Yeah, screaming out to Hashem. Yeah. So Saka, we had a Torah earlier when we were learning Moharan like a few months ago, and the idea of Saka, like we see in Mitzrayim, that was the key to the Gula. Yeah, the Am Yisrael scream to Hashem. We do it on Leil Seder. All of us scream Saka or you know, all those different Lashonas of screaming out. It's a big part of Agada. Yeah, that one also. Yeah, the Chabadniks. Yeah, the 10 Pesukim. Yeah, they're doing it. No, but you'll be screaming to Hashem. The idea is.
Like, why is there all the screaming in Uman?
Because the idea. Look, I'll tell you something personal. I'll tell you something personal. When I first came to Breslov, I used to daven in Breslov Misharim, and I was learning in yeshiva, and I had a mashkiach. His name was Rebbe Nachman Bulman, and I had a very powerful dream about Nachman Bulman. Nachman Bulman, he wrote House of Heritage. He translated it,
Isn't he from
and he was from Orsamech. He was the mashkiach there.
He was an absolute genius.
He was not just a genius. He was like a novi, like a real.
You know Nachman Bulman.
Yeah, so he was my Rebbe when I first came to Israel.
He was a Sholem in Likutei for years.
Yeah, so he was my Rebbe in.
Nachman Bulman.
He was my Rebbe in
He had a
Orsamech.
whole shtickle Torah about
Him-
brackets in the Gemara.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what you taught as a kid in the Gemara,
What?
round brackets miss out, square brackets put in, right?
Right.
Yeah, he had a completely fuck head.
Maybe.
Someone in Oman,
If it's the
I
round
do know how to
brackets,
do it. Some
it
Nalach
means that
taught
no
me
one
how to do
understood
this
it.
body.
So put it in, try and
you
understand the
think that you are
Gemara.
able
Square
to
brackets was put in to help you understand it, so take them out and try and rearrange it.
Yeah, he was that kind of soul where he was very emes. He was a very truthful person. He used to give over the Nevi'im, like he used to give Haftorahs. It was like a novi talking. It was like thunder. Like he was such a dynamic speaker, but he loved Chassidus as well. He was also a Gerah b'Makor, Rebbe Nachman Bulman. The House of Heritage. If you got that book, he translated it. He was a student of Rav Eliyahu Kitov of Beis Yisrael. He was also in the yeshiva world, so he was in the yeshiva world as well. He was a mashkiach of Orsameh. So he was one of my rebbeim. He told me about his question. I was in Brezna Mesharim davening, and I was being pressured to go to Uman by a lot of the Chassidim, and I wasn't ready. I wasn't a kli, and people were telling me if I go to Uman, I won't get my shidduch, and it's true. Actually, that was actually emes, because my wife was bas biased by Talmidim of Simcha Vosserman. And Simcha Vosserman was a misnagid to Breslov and Chabad, and that was the Masorah. The Bas Bais, my wife was at. That was Masorah, Breslov, Chabad. If I would have gone to Uman, they would have known about it, and they would have crushed. It wouldn't have worked out. So they were the Das Torah was actually correct in that time. And I said to the Breslov, I said, I'm sorry, I understand you mamin and Rebbe Nachman's eitzes, but I got to do what my rabbis say first, who are alive right now, and they're telling me it was not good for me. So I didn't go for many years to Uman.
You said to the Breslovers,
I said to the Breslov, I have to listen to my rabbis before Rebbe Nachman, because they were my rabbis.
yeah, but what?
Rebbe Bulman was my rabbi, and I even had a dream of Rabbi Bulman standing there with the famous Aryeh Kaplan translation of Sipori Meisters, which is Rebbe Nachman's stories, and he was standing there holding a book, and his name was Nachman, and he was my Rebbe in yeshiva, and he was giving me Das Torah for the first few years of my Yiddishkeit. Unfortunately, he passed away soon after, but at least I had those first few years, foundational. And I asked him about Brezna Mesharim, and he said, you shouldn't daven there at this stage. I said, why? I told him, all this screaming, it's disturbing me. I can't concentrate. It's too much awe, it's too much energy. And he said to me, you're not ready for that place. You're not ready for that kind of light. And he was right. I would have gone cuckoo.
How did you decide to go? Where did you go?
Nissim Black wanted me to be his manager, and he kept pushing me because lots of Breslov tried to get me to go for years, and I was connected to a lot of holy people in Yerushalayim who I felt was must speak. I'm davening in Yerushalayim. What's better than that? Davening by the holiest rabbis. What do I need to go to Uman for? So I was by Rasimai Zilberberg, by the Kalav Rebbe, by big tzaddikim in Yerushalayim, and I kept saying I don't need to go. But Nissim said, "Come with me. We're going to do this whole project there with Uman. I do a concert there." So he made it more into like a work trip because I was his manager. So as you can see from the hat, Nissim Black. So I'm not his manager now. I'm more like his booking agent.
So you decided you should do Bital?
By that, no, I wasn't involved in that.
What was that?
Yeah.
Is Nissan Black, Rabbi Black?
He is a bit of a rabbi, yeah. But no. Nissim Black is a hip hop rabbi, and from Seattle. Grew up in the hood. He lives in Beit Shemesh. Yeah. He grew up in the hood, like as a gangbanger, whatever you call it, like a gangster in the hood. But he didn't like go the full in of like go around killing people. I don't believe. Like he still was like he was religious in his own way. But he had values, but he found Hashem in that world. He's a ger, completely. So he talks about it publicly. It's just one of his stories. And I work with a new family, the House of Lev, also gerim, very special people. I work with a lot of gerim, a lot. Yeah, and they just came for us for Shabbaton. Yeah. I just had them all dancing at a gig recently, and
the clubhouse again.
Yeah. It's true, we haven't done something with England for ages. But anyway, so to come back to your screaming out, so he told me not to go to Uman. And whereas with Nissim, I did it as a business thing. And then once I was there, I went year after that, because Rebbe Rosh asked me to be his main guy in English. And I started working with him for 5 years. So once I was by Rebbe Rosh, I was at Uman every year. And I stopped working with Rebbe Rosh a few years ago. And I only went one time after start working with him. And it was still special, but I sort of felt I needed to be by my family for the last few years, and I have a beautiful shul in Efrat. And Rishlam Kalibach is so sweet, and so the screaming thing I'm not into in davening. I'm happy to be in a shul where they don't scream. The real Breslovers, they go out into the fields and scream. They do Espododus privately and scream. It's not for the whole shul to hear it. That disrupts the davening. Yeah, that's my opinion, but. Nothing against it, it's all good. Every different path has its path. But for me personally, it works better to be in a shul where they don't scream and they sing. I need to be in a place where they sing to Hashem. And that's what Rebbe Nachman is saying about in this Torah, that it has to be about singing to Hashem, because that gets rid of the judgments. The judgments are mitigated because Hashem saw that we were in distress. And what did we do? When he heard their song, then all the judgments went away. So the distress disappears. So that's one powerful way. You want to show Bital as well, surrender. Sing to Hashem. Let your das go in a healthy way, and just sing to Hashem and say, you know what, I'm leaving it up to you, Hashem. I'm going to sing to you. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like davening. I don't feel like being in shul today. But I'm going to sing to you, Hashem. I don't feel like going to the clubhouse here, but I'm going to come and sing with the boys. I'm going to do something special, and that's we have that power. We have that choice. And that's something which can be a game changer in everything you're doing. So, we have that power. I'm going to take some of these later. Chicken notes. About what? So the Petek, I've seen Rav Rosh. I did many shirim with Rav Rosh. So Rav Rosh, we had schlepping nachas. Who's heard of schlepping nachas? So we heard those guys, I'm going to Yerushalayim, those guys, schlepping nachas. All those songs. So I went to So they're fun guys. So they came to the studio Purim. I brought them Purim. This in Black came. Everyone came to the studio that session. It was amazing. And I used to run this studio class with Rav Rosh, and all the coolest people come to the studios. Yeah, I worked for him for 5 years. Yeah, I was his tour manager. I ran his website. It was amazing. I got very close. I spoke with him a lot. He really helped me a lot with a lot of things at that time. And I still work with a lot of his students like Gedale and other people. But anyway, so they were singing a Rebbe Nachman song, a Nanach song. And they got out the petek. So did Schlepping Nachas, obviously. They got it out. So did Rav Rosh. He pulled it out. He pulled out the petek. He had it in his pocket. He had the Petach on him, with Shalom Rosh. And he started dancing and singing as well with them. And I was like, I didn't know this side of him because I've never seen him do it. Yeah. So I don't know. He basically the Masorah in Breslov is that Rev Yisrael Odessa was a big tzaddik. The one the Sabba's a big tzaddik. And the way my son explains it, because he's very in the Breslov world, he said to me, he explains it that they hold of him as a big tzaddik. But what happened near the end of his life, he was old, like, the Bavitcher Rebbe, same thing, and they used to wheel him out and sing Yichi Adonai and all that stuff. Same thing happened over there, where he wasn't really in control of his mind as much by that age. And they started doing this Honan Anach thing, and they would encourage it, and video it, and made a big deal out of it. But he himself, if he had had his mind, he would have been like, no way would have let it go where it got to. Same with the Rebbe, he wasn't into the Yichi Adonai. It's the same kind of thing. There's something to it, yeah, because the power of the name of a tzaddik is very powerful.
No, because
all the tzaddikim.
No, you're missing one. I'm saying, I've heard that his receipt of the Petach was a prank.
No, that's all. I don't want to get into that. Sorry, you're going too far. That's not the kind of thing I want to talk about. No, not because I'm in denial, because there's no point. Because there's different ways of understanding it. Whether it's a prank or not, the idea of a tzaddik's name is powerful. That you can agree. So it's about like all these stories, like the fact that the Lubavitcher Rebbe, because I just one of my Rebbeim in Efrat, he's mamish become one of my rabbis, a clean-shaven guy from YU, has become my rabbi. Yeah, I had the schus to sit next to him. Totally Litvich, yeah? And he's become one of my Rebbeim. His name's Rav Yosef Braunstein. Check him out. Genius. Absolute genius. Litvish, Lagamre. Amazing midas. The best midah in the world. Listen.
You're about to get struck by lightning because you said his name.
And he's written expert books on Lubavitcher Rebbe, as Litvish as he is. And that shows how special he is. And he's got a thumbs up from Chabad, because Chabad went in on the book with him. And he's now being invited all around the world to speak about Chabad. To Chabadniks, with this no beard, completely YU, Masorah. And he lives in Eretz Yisrael now, Baruch Hashem, it should be well. And he's written this book on the Rebbe. I read the whole book, and I've read many books on the Rebbe, but this book is amazing how it talks about the Mashiach issue. In the end of the day, he brought Mashiach consciousness to the world that was never around. That's what my Rebbeim taught me. I had a Rav's name was Rav Isby, Avram Mordechai Isby, big tzaddik. So he taught us that the Bavitcher Rebbe brought Mashiach consciousness to the world. Fine, the Yetzer Hara made a joke of it with the Yechi and all this stuff, but it was Mashiach consciousness. Rebbe Nachman brought Simcha to the world, and then the Yetzer Hara made this whole, what you were talking about, the whole cell thing, Petach thing, making balagan.
You're misunderstanding what
Go on.
You completely misunderstand.
Go on. It seems like I'm misunderstanding everything you're saying.
Maybe I just talk very cryptic. No, all I'm saying is that first of all, as you say, everything that happens, all this stuff, you have to look at it. You have to look at his face and go, okay, the whole Mashiach thing, was it helpful? Was it useful?
Yeah.
Or did it do good? Yes, it did good. Okay, so whatever happened behind it, forget about it. It's not relevant.
The noise,
It's not exactly.
The noise.
You know who said that? Bibi said that actually.
Yeah, too much noise.
Anti-Semitism, he said it's all noise.
It's noise.
Just
it's
move
true.
on with life. I'm saying about my thing about the Petach is just because you seem to be very into the Torahs of Breslov.
I'm into all different Torahs.
You've read the writings of Saba and so on.
No, I'm the Saba not so much.
Not so much?
I keep myself very mainstream. I don't like getting involved with controversial stuff. Like I'm not really into. As much as I respect with Yoel Satmar and all that stuff. But I didn't sit and study like all his Svarim, like Yoel Moshe, and get into the whole thing. I'll learn the Chassidus, but the controversial stuff I'm really not into.
My point is that the Petach thing. There has been a lot of good done as a result.
Right.
The question is just as a Breslov aficionado. Personally, what do you think that the story that is told is true?
My personal feeling is if it brings you more connection to the tzaddik and it brings you closer to Torah of Chassidus, great. If it makes you hate other parts of Judaism, like there are some nanachs who don't like Chabad or don't like this, or don't like that, those guys, I feel sorry for them because I don't think Rebbe Nachman wants us to hate any other part of Jewish people. I think they're misunderstanding their Rebbe's Torahs, and then they need to have a full shleima, And anyone who comes out with any hate towards any other group, they're misunderstanding their Rebbe's Torah. Because even Rev Wasserman, his Simcha Wasserman, who had a Masorah from his Rebbeim, who was not into, they didn't hate Chabad or Breslov, they just wanted to protect their Masorah, that it should maintain a strong root and not everyone suddenly jump into this Chassidus thing. And that's fair enough.
Yeah.
You have to be strong about your path. Nothing wrong with that.
It's like, in a sense, of him himself. I mean, in a sense, it's like the ultimate story of somebody who stumbles across Breslov.
He never stumbled across Breslov.
He found it. He found.
No, but he was holding on like a very high level round all the old Breslov Tzaddikim. He was like part of that Masorah. Yeah, he was by the big Masorah, by the big Rebbeim of Breslov. So it wasn't like he just had, like us, if we find a book, sitting in London and just found a book and read a little bit and wow. Me, I went to the real Breslovers in Meir Sharim. I was sitting in Automech and I didn't feel fulfilled from what they were teaching. A Rebbe Bulman I loved. I had Rebbeim there. But to get that fulfillment, I had to go. Moti Berger in Aisha Torah. I love him. Yeah, he's amazing. He came to a frat. We had a great chat.
I went to see him.
He's special. Yeah, special person. He's in the old city. He's one of my good friends in the frat's grandfather. So he comes to visit every so on. Very special person. We had a long conversation Shabbos. Very special. I met him in the Discovery Center when I was a fresh bat tube with earrings in my hair, long hair. He was one of the rabbis who opened me up. He got me going.
It's amazing, the warmth. Have you been to the Gedale Rabbi Novis?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
What do you think of that?
Very special. I've seen him in Misharim, like in the Israeli world. They're giving shirim in Misharim to Israelis. And then I've seen him in the Bat Tshuva or Rav Zachariah Wallenstein or that world where he's able to connect to the Americans, and he's amazing. He knows how to talk to everyone. And
I don't know what he did.
he's so strong in Emunah and Kabbalah. He's a big Kabbalist. He's a big person.
Weird stuff happens, like not like but like
No, he's a huge Talmid Chacham also, big person.
It's unbelievable, and the warmth.
What about Rosh Shlomo Busov? You're talking about Tzaddikim. That's who Alex is, really. He's very special
I only
also.
know my main sort of Gedale rabbis is Reb Gamliel and Reb Kushlevsky.
That's good. Good people. You know, he was the one who had the baby when he was older. Yeah. So my son works in that building. So you have all the books in his Dark Chaim. He works in the special.
Your son works in Dark Chaim.
Yeah,
Which one's your son?
His name's Aaron Yosef. Very special boy.
How does he look like?
Long pairs, very long pairs. Holy Yid. Yeah.
If I saw a picture of him, I'd probably.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. Yeah, so he's very special. That's my son who's in the army.
Yeah.
And Aaron Yosef, he's not really in many pictures, unfortunately, because he's.
Quite from.
Yeah, he doesn't really. He's
He
not.
works in Dark Chaim. He's probably quite from.
Yeah, he's not into the whole iPhone story, and he won't even touch it. It's funny. My son comes home. He says, "Can I?" Well, Lolo, you like this? My son comes home and said, "Can I listen to your shir today?" He listens to my shirim every day. So, but the only way I'm going to play it to him is through an iPhone, because I have it recorded on YouTube or on Spotify. And I get the iPhone, and when it finishes, he says it's finished. He won't touch it. So I press play. He'll listen to it on the iPhone, but he won't touch it. He's like, he won't touch an iPhone. He won't go near it.
Very strange.
No, just because he feels like it's a David Tameh. I don't know. He knows I'm not, and he'll listen. Here, this is him. It's very rare you get a picture of him. Yeah, a special person.
He looks like a special person.
Yeah, he's a special person.
Yeah.
He does a lot of learning, a lot of good light into the world. So anyway, I think we'll end off now with this Torah. We should, Ari, I'm just ending off. We should all be blessed, especially the clubhouse, with a lot of joy, a lot of Simcha, a lot of Shefa. My son, Shefa. Misha, Nignasada. Misha Nignasada. Mabim Bsimcha. Misha Nignas Ada Mabim Bsimcha. Misha Nignas Ada. Oy Misha Nignas Ada. Oy Misha Nignas Ada Mabim Bsimcha. Thank you, everyone. It was such a schus. It's just smooth. And chat. This place is amazing, always. All the different Gilgulim. What Gilgul is this? Gilgul Shlishi? Revi? What happened to the other place? It's not an option? Too cold?
We tried to move here. It's like a warmer environment.
Yeah, it is warmer. I like it. Yeah, it's a good vibe. I'll do a short video of being here.
I'll be in touch.
Such it should all be bracha. Do you mind if I bring these schnitzels home?
Take.
Or whatever they're called. Chicken nuggets.
Blue thing.
Oh, this is just for...
Recording, isn't it?
Yeah, I record.
What's he doing with my coat?
Yeah, what's he doing like that?
Don't worry, I didn't say your name.
That's mine.
I want to do a little video of this room because it's really cool.
It's lovely. Hey, listen, Giza.
Okay, here we are, the Heichel Baal Shem Tov. Don't worry, I'm not putting you in it. Look at that. All these beautiful sayings on the wall, the Svarim, the Stiebel energy. Here we go, Alex. Should be blessed. The shul should be blessed. Everyone who comes in here should be blessed. Look at that. God Torah Gafike Mayim. Oh, it's all about yearning to Hashem. Esainai. Don't worry, you're not in it, Pinkas. Your name's in it. Oh, there's a guitar. Bunch of guitars. I wonder if they work. And there's a guitar. A literal guitar. There we go. The old city. I love it, man. Great vibes. Keva Rochel. Should only be bracha. It's a cool place, man.
Should we try me or are you a busy guy?
I'm coming back to Edgewood. If you want to come with Lolu.
No, I've got some work.
Yeah.
Actually, I just messaged my dad to come pick me up. Do you mind taking me?
Ask Lolu.
Oh, lovely.
I've got some work. I work for I help him in town. He has a gig.
He messaged me as well.
Yeah,
Send him up.
yeah, the Shiver box up there. Hopefully the sound. Do you think you're ready for tomorrow or are you a busy guy?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be in Edgware.
And I'm Edgware, will you?